Hello friends, Beatriz here from Beatriz Book Nook. I'm your host on this channel, as you probably know, and today I decided it was time to give you all the stats of my mid-year. I have not done it yet, and I think I am a little bit due on that. I'm going to be doing the calm down tag created by Leandra of Leandra the TBR0, and I decided to do this tag and not any other one because I think I have been so overwhelmed that a calm down tag would be perfect for me. Also, I am going to share with you all of my stats, or not all of them, but at least some of my stats for this year so far, and I am very excited to share this with you. This is going to be, in a way, a very relaxing moment. I am excited to be able to present this video for you, especially because I have not been in such like a filming mood. I have also just coming out of, in a way, a reading slump, so I am excited to finally be able to share a video with you all. Also, I want to share with you, I don't think you'll be able to show, but how cute is my shirt? It's the reader shirt. I love it so much. I got it on my trip to Spain. So yeah, I think this is it for this intro, and I will see you in a little bit with the first prompt. It's 10 prompts, so I'm excited, and let's calm a little bit for the next half of the year. So the first prompt is all about thankfulness. And what is this about? I have to show what 2024 has given me so far. So I think I was not expecting, when I started my booktube, which was at the end of 2023, the very beginning of 2024, to be able to make so many friends and to be able to be participating in so many projects as I am. So I think I'm very thankful for what the booktube has given me so far, saying some really amazing friends, including Leandra, and some really fun projects, including the Sibs book club, which when I started I did not think 6 months in I would be doing such a big project as a book club with everyone else, and especially Laura over on the Book Hermit. I am also very thankful of all of the friends. I think I've said this, but all of the friends and all of the support that you guys give me, because even if it was not for you, I wouldn't be here and wouldn't be continuing doing this. So I'm very excited, and I am very thankful to everything that has come so far. So I really want to say thank you to you all, and especially to the ones that have been here since day one, including my best friend and my parents even. So I'm very thankful for everyone and everything, but especially being able to be here, which the end of 2023 was something, and I did not think I would be here now. So yeah, that is it, and I'm thankful for my books. So I think this is it. I am very thankful for a lot of things, but mainly the friends that I made and being able to enroll in all of these fun projects, including and especially the Sibs book club and a fun little project that I'm working on for September. So yeah, I think this is it. Prompt number 2 is all about relaxation, and I want to share with you, and the prompt is the most relaxing book you have read so far in this year. And I just finished this book. You must have seen. If not, I'll promote myself. If you must have seen my last week's vlog, which was about Before the Coffee Gets Cold, this book here, and I think this was one of the most relaxing, cozy books I have read so far. During the year of 2024, it was very low stakes, nothing of the things that I normally read, which are really war heavy and fantasy heavy things. This was not it. This was very cozy, very simple, very warm, relaxing, and I had a lovely time reading it, and that's why I recommend it to you guys if you want a little fun, cozy moment during the next 6 months or 4 months, something along the lines of that. Prompt number 3 is all about hydration, and we are going to talk about a book that I needed at the time that I read it. So this series that I'm going to talk about, I'm just going to talk about the first book, which is going to be Flawless by Halsey Silver. I have said this before, and I think I'll keep going to say it. Flawless was a book that, to me, at the time that I read it, it gave me everything that I needed. It gave me the cozies, it gave me like the lovely dovey, the butterflies, everything that I needed in that moment. So that's why I gave this book a 5-star and not lower. But saying that, I think I see the problems in it, but to me, at the time that I read it, this was the perfect like book that made me giggle and made me have fun, and I enjoyed it so much that definitely it should have been, and it will always, not always, but it will be for now my hydration, a book that I needed at the time that I read it. Although for the second half, if you ask me, I will say a different book, which is a book that I'm currently reading, and because I have not read it in the first half, I cannot count it, but you will see why very, very soon in the next few months. But Flawless in the first half of the year was a book that I did not know I needed, but I actually needed. So yeah, I think this is the answer to this prompt. Okay, the fourth prompt is all about nourishment, and that is going to be a book that energized me. And I'm going to share this book because it was supposed to be a long month project, but it ended up being like a 4-day project for the size of it. But saying that, I think this book really represents this category and this prompt, and that is going to be A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J Maas. Oh my, during June I decided to make this chunker my June project, and I was like, I am going to start reading it before the Amazing Readathon starts, but I am just going to be reading a few pages like here and there. First prompt dropped, I'm like, oh, The Court of Silver Flames fits, and I'm loving it, so I better keep going. So I read this in like 4 days. Am I ashamed? No, I'm not, because it's my favorite book of the year so far. But I really did think that this book, once again, was the right fit at the right time, and I loved it so much. This really gave me like those vibes where I was like, oh my god, I'm loving this so much, like so much energy while I read this, that I was like, oh my, why did I take so long to read this? I loved it so much, and it's definitely one of my top 3 so far of the year. So I am so excited. I don't know. I don't know how to explain, but this book gave me so much energy. I loved the Valkyries. I loved Nesta, Cassian. I loved everything, and the love that I felt and the energy that I felt while reading this. Oh my, I have not had the book like topple this besides Fourth Wing in like 6 months. So yeah, this book really energized me a lot. We are at the middle of our prompt, and the fifth prompt is going to be all about familiarity, and that is going to be an author that I've returned to. So a backstory on this author: if you know me, you know that Eddie LaRue, The Invisible Life of Eddie LaRue, is one of my favorite books of all time. I have a tattoo about that book, and yeah, there's not much more to say. I really love that book. And early on in the years, a few years ago, I started A Gathering of Shadows. A Darker Shade of Magic collection by V. Schwab, and finally 2024 was the year that I came back and picked up another V. Schwab book, which was A Gathering of Shadows. I loved this book so much. I had so much fun reading it. I think I like this one and the first one the same, but this was so good, and I am so happy to have returned to V. Schwab and to her writing and to her world, because I missed it so much, and I cannot wait to read the last one, because that one is going to terrify me in some sort of way. But I'm excited no matter what. So Yeah, this is an author that I finally returned to in 2024. I was not expecting to, but I'm so happy that I actually did. The sixth prompt is all about healthy risks, and because like the first 5 months of 2024 were quite some heavy months for me, being like just out of the hospital at the beginning of the year and having to deal with having a heart condition. I think books turn to me, or I turn to books as a way to feel something, or at least not to feel my life in a way and the shambles it was. So that's where I decided to start to take some healthy risks. And one of the things, or one of the books that I actually never thought of picking up because I was like, I'm not interested in, it's YA romance, but I finally picked it up and I am so happy that I did. And that book is The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. And oh my, I loved this book so much. The romance was so cute. I had such a fun time reading this. I really think it was an healthy risk to pick this book up because I really liked it, and I did not think I would like it as much as I did, but it was a happy moment in the end and I really enjoyed it. And I think I'm gonna say this, but I think Lynn Painter is one of my auto-buy authors now because I loved this book so much. I was so happy when I finished this because I read it in one sitting and it gave me everything. So I am so happy, and this was definitely a healthy risk that I did take, and I am happy that I took it. But there's no but, that's just it. So prompt 7, and well, this was weird, but this is the prompt 7, and I had to actually watch Leandra's video again so I could understand a little bit more of this prompt. And seventh prompt is all about reflection and understanding a little bit of how my reading taste has changed. And what can I say? I don't have a specific set of books to show you for this because I am actually thinking, well, let me share with my thoughts with you. So my reading taste hasn't changed that much. I still mainly love fantasy. It's my comfort read. I have the best time when I'm reading fantasy. But this year I made a goal for myself to start spreading a little bit more of my readings into other genres, and I started the beginning of the year with romance, which after having some hits and misses, I decided that the second half of the year I'm going to take a deep dive into thrillers, sci-fis and mysteries because I also love that, and I think I love that more than romance. But saying this, I don't think my reading tastes had changed that much. I simply am spreading like my readings a lot more in genres than just fantasy, but fantasy is still what I read primarily, no matter what type of fantasy. I don't read many cozies, but I read harder fantasy books, YA fantasy books, I read fantasy romance books sometimes, I read a vast majority of fantasies, but I don't think that my reading taste has changed that much, sadly. I just think that what I've been thinking is between romance and mystery thrillers and sci-fis, I do prefer mystery thrillers and sci-fis more than I do prefer romance because I am not a very smut loving person, which a lot of adult romance books have. So does this answer the question? I hope so. If not, I'm sorry. The eighth prompt is all about detoxing. And detoxing is something that sometimes is needed, be it in person, be it social media, be it for your body, but you also need some detoxing from your books or from some books. And I am very happy. Don't ask me, but this book I read, and if you are frequently where I am on sprints, you know my hate for this book and how much I did dislike it. and that is going to be a book that I'm definitely, and a series that I'm definitely going to leave behind, because I think this is not for me. I did not enjoy this. I think really deep down in myself, this is not a series for me, or even probably an author for me, and that is Twisted Love by Hannah Huang. I am so sorry if you love this book, if this series is one of your favorite series of all time, but why? No, really, I am asking you why. Because I read this and there was nothing. This was so bland that I think I had to go to the kitchen and get some salt. I'm very sorry, but I did not see how good this book is, and I wish I did because I bought it, but now I'm thinking of unholding it because I disliked it so much. So I think it's time to say goodbye to it, and I think I'm going to put it on Vinted to sell because it's actually in pretty good condition. So I think it's time to detox from books that I don't like and maybe start understanding that is not good for me to hoard books even if I don't like them. So my mission for the rest of 2024 is to see and keep books that I really love, which is a majority except this one. I hated this one. So detoxing finally. I'm really bad at keeping tabs with new releases and everything because there's so many books coming out every day, and I have a big wish list of books and I cannot keep up with this. But oh, I forgot to tell you the prompt, but this is going to be the 9th prompt, and let me see the name of it, but it is called Positivity, Anticipated Books / Events. And as I was saying, I cannot keep up with all of the books. I actually sometimes cannot even find them online. But one book that I'm very excited to come out, I think it's coming out in August. It's going to be by Hannah Grace, if I'm not wrong, and that is it's going to be called Daydream, and it's going to be the 3rd book in the Maple Hill series. Although I did not love the 2nd book, I'm very excited for the 3rd one because it follows one of my favorite characters, which is going to be Henry, and I love Henry so much that I'm expecting such good things for this book that I am so excited for it. But other than that, I have some really fun projects in the making. I have some secret projects, and I also have my own readathon I have been planning for the last like 3 months or so. So I am definitely excited for it, and I know I'm doing this a little bit late, but I am also very excited for all of the readathons that are going to happen. My friend Laura over on the Book Hermit is also going to be having in August their own readathon, which is going to be Arc August. I am excited for TBRathon Edition 2, which is going to be in the fall, and I am so excited like for everything. I also have some more fun projects, and like I want to start my own gaming channel. I have so many things that I'm excited for that make me look forward to the rest of 2024 and to look at what I can accomplish in the next few months, which I hope is a lot. But if it isn't, oh well, I tried at least. And the 10th prompt is going to be looking ahead, and that is for personal plans and goals. So until the end of the year, I have some goals that I want to accomplish, which one of them actually includes my channel here on BookTube. I want to reach, by the time that I complete 1 year here, I want to try and reach at least 500 subscribers, which I am over halfway there. So I am very happy and excited. I have some other fun and little like personal projects. I want to get a job so I can finally have adult money to honestly get some more books. But you don't know that. I just want to be financially stable, you know. And I also have like because of my heart condition, one of my goals is to understand a little bit more what I can and cannot do, and to actually one of them is going to be related to this. It's going to be my gym goal, which is because of my heart I have to take a little bit of fat mass out of my thoracic area, because so I don't have to make such a hard impact on my heart, which I hope I can accomplish, but I'm not sure because sweets are my kryptonite, you know. But I have these plans, I have these goals, and I hope I can fulfill them. And if not, it's still fine. I'm still trying, and I'm only human, so what can I do if I don't accomplish them besides being sad and think I'm a failure? No, I'm just kidding. I will be fine if I don't accomplish them. I will just be a little sad, but that's still fine, and that is life. Your life doesn't go the way that you want sometimes. I promise this is the last bit that you will hear my voice. Well, I still have to do the outro, so I'm sorry, but I'm going to now be putting up my year stats so far. So in the beginning of the year I told to myself that I was going to be reading 30 books, and at the pace that I was reading then I was like, 30 books is going to be a little bit too short for what I'm currently reading, so I bumped that number to 50. So you ask me, how many books have you read out of the 50? I've read so far 43 books, not including DNFs. If I did include DNFs, which I think were 2 so far, it would be to 45. But the amount of pages that I've read at the moment, and this log is a little bit outdated because I have not updated it in a little bit. I have 16,277 pages read so far, for a total of, take or leave, 24 hours listened. This you can put a little bit more, because maybe double, because I have done some audiobooks, and I am so happy. I am halfway or more than halfway done with my reading goal for the year. I think I am almost finished actually. I think once I finish the books that I'm currently reading, I would be at 46 without DNFs, and that is amazing. I never thought I could have read so many books in a year, like a few years back, and I am so excited to keep up with this adventure and to keep bringing to myself and to my shelves some new and exciting books, because that's the point of reading and being here. So yeah, I don't have much more to share with you about my mid-year tag. So let's do the outro, and I'll leave it to you to go do something fun. And thanks for watching, guys. This is all that I have for today's video. I had so much fun going on my shelves, picking up the books that I wanted to showcase to you, and to do this calm down tag. It was very relaxing to think a little bit more about what 2024 was for me until this point, and how I am managing this year, not only in reads but in my personal life, because that has been chaos. But besides that, I am so excited for the rest of the year to see what it brings. Hopefully some very nice things. So yeah, I hope you keep up with me for the rest of the years and for more years to come. So to not be so dramatic, I will see you all in my next video, hopefully on next Sunday or on Sprint on Saturday. And until then, I hope you have an amazing day, life or evening, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, friends!